First of all, I've got to give Clemson credit, Coach Burnell and his staff. It's a good basketball team, and obviously they're very well coached. Coach Burnell does a great job. And, we had some chances. Just the game today was typical of our year this year. We've played well, but haven't been able to put a 40 minutes together. We played well for most of the game, but not putting a full 40 minutes together has been an issue with ours. We had some chances. We had some costly turnovers, 6 the first half, 6 the second half, and we had some turnovers late. We had that one where Kyle drove in, and that was a costly turnover, and the one where they called the offensive foul on Jordan Usher. I don't know if it was a foul or not. I got to watch the tape, but they called it. And then look, we had some great looks there in that middle part of the second half to really stretch the lead and miss some wide open shots. That just happens, but they made some tough shots late, and they got the offensive rebound there, and we didn't get that last stop at the last possession. So credit to Clemson, but like I said, it's just the game was a microcosm of our year this year. We've been good for a lot of the part of the game, and then we just wasn't able to close and finish, and some costly plays, late.
Kelly.
Obviously blew a 13-point lead late in the second half, and I think you guys are 1-7 in close games this year. It's just, what does that speak to? I guess that you guys are struggling so much in these tight games.
Yeah, we just, it speaks that it's a game of inches. I say a game of centimeters with us, and we're shot here, shot there, a stop there, and a stop here. We're just having more wins. Last 2 years we were really good in close games. This year we haven't been good in close games, and so obviously we've all got to be better on that. It starts with me, so I've got to be better on that, and then we just got to know time and score in late game situations. Making sure we're making the right play, and that's just that. But guys competed, they played hard, and we just didn't get it done. Credit to Clemson.
Ken.
The last possession.
Debo should have shot it. He had the open three. He should have shot it.
Right. You know, he kind of got caught in the
Yeah, I don't think he realized how the guy fell and how open he was. But he should have shot it. But yeah.
Were you surprised that Clemson didn't foul there up 3?
No, I wasn't surprised. I think every coach has their own personal opinion on how foul or not foul late in that situation, and it obviously worked out for him in this one.
Kelly.
Obviously, you burned your last time out 9 seconds left in the game, and you couldn't really stop there and draw anything up or reset even when DeVoe fell down.
Well, we scored out of the timeouts that I called, so we every time I called, I was trying to make sure we were scoring. And we scored out of the one on the side out of bounds. We scored late when the last timeout I used we scored with Debo and the block, and the other timeout in the first half. We scored the one timeout we used in the first half. We scored, and 3 in the second half. We scored each timeout, but we just got stuck, so we needed to score. That's why I had to call timeout. Of course, I'd like to have one in there late, but I just felt some of those other times I called timeout, we needed to get a basket, and so that's why I used a timeout.
In the bucket by Debo, that was the call with the
That was a drop out of timeout.
Like somewhere there's just kind of a confidence thing where they kind of expect something that's going to happen to them.
I don't know, Ken. I just think some costly turnovers late. We had some great looks in that stretch, could have extended the lead. We had a bunch of, Kyle had a couple great looks from 3, Khalid had a couple great looks, but we just, then late we had just some turnovers we didn't get a shot of. And, Rodney had a turnover too. That was, he tried to thread the needle. So, it's just one of those years. And we just have not got it done in close games. Guys fight, they compete, they play hard. There's no issue with our effort. And that's we defend, we get after it, we force teams into turnovers. We've just there's the reoccurring theme, Ken, is we go in those scoring droughts, which we did again today, and we just haven't been able to win close games.
Coach, you came in Atlanta, you beat Clemson, that was their first game without Hunter Tyson. How much of a difference do you think he made tonight?
He hit some big baskets for him, made a big difference. Probably if he doesn't play, we win the game.
With Bohannon, he was like a bowling ball and drove several of your guys right to the hoop and scored on them. Even in a mismatch with Rodney, I think he had 9 points the second half, didn't do anything in the first half. Just what was he doing?
Well, he just drove in, and Rodney, you know, we gotta be better about that defensively, you know, and, he got, you know, he drove Rodney there, he drove Mike at the end, and then he missed that one on Rodney, and Collins got that offensive rebound, so just, you know, it's one of those, just been one of those years.
Is time and score, you mentioned, is that just something that your team's strength of this team?
Well, you know, time and score is, you know, we, you know, part of it is, I mean, we were up early and we just, so forget this the last 2 minutes for a second, but I mean, you're up at that 11, you gotta be able to, we went on that drought again. We just couldn't score. So we shouldn't even been into that situation, but basketball's a game of runs, so that happens. We weren't scoring, you know, and we had some turnovers, we didn't get some shots, but then late, we just, you know, I don't know if Jordan charged or pushed off. I gotta watch the film, but, and Kyle went in there on that one, and, but all that being said, we just, you know, we missed that defensive rebound, and, time and score is something that we spend time on, we work on. It's just, it hasn't, Ken, the ball hasn't gone our way this year in those close games.
Kelly.
Is this where you don't have Jose or Moses or whoever, Josh or Kobe, whoever, like an
Game
alpha
on.
personality?
Well, no, well, I mean, I've said this. I mean, Kyle's playing 38 minutes, and he's playing as hard as he can. He plays so hard for us, and I love him. But you know, it would be nice to have Davon there, and that's cost us these games in the late stretch, not having Davon. That's just the year it's been. Not having him versus Syracuse, not having him versus Virginia Tech. It wouldn't have made a difference Notre Dame, not having him tonight. You know, just because everything's about guard play. It's all about guard play, and he was playing better, but you know, that's just kind of the year it's been. And so, yes, we miss Jose and Moses, which I knew before the year, and then we miss Bubba. And now we don't have, you know, not having Davon either. So we'll keep plugging away. I mean, Kyle, you know, he's playing as hard as he plays hard, Kyle, and I love him for that. I love him, and he had 5 assists. He handled the ball a lot. He did a lot of good. Hit a couple tough shots. Just, you know, he had some great looks and some other things, and just unfortunately didn't fall. And Khalid had a couple really good looks, and you know, we ran that play out of it wasn't my call timeout, but it was the media timeout. Miles had a good look off the out of bounds. So just one of those nights. And DeVoe had that shot right at the rim. He missed it. Rodney rebounded, but only get 1 point out of it, not 2.
Yeah. Anybody else? Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks everybody. Appreciate it.